Saudi. I want to thank my team, Right to Fight, for their efforts to get me in this position. We've been working since January, working hard, keeping my head down, aligning all my stars. Because I understand there's a big...
What happens beyond Friday is none of my concern. No interest. What will be, and what won't. That's all I can say on that. And if it's to happen, God willing it does, great. But if it doesn't, also good.
Turnout, the expectation, the anticipation of an Anthony Joshua fight always remains the same. The consistency remains the same from him and the team. The mindset remains the same. And
straight from the mouth of Anthony Joshua himself, this is the moment the press conference turned electric. Get your coffin ready wasn't just a warning, it was a statement of intent. Every word here shows a fighter who has been tested by the very best and refuses to back down from Tyson Fury.
Very dangerous. Very good fighter, very dangerous fighter. Yes, I believe it, I know it, I've studied it, and I'm ready for it. You know, I've been in the ring with some of the quickest heavyweights, some of the fittest heavyweights. I've fought some of the strongest heavyweights. I've fought contenders, I've fought champions. I've been knocked down, I've been knocked out. I stand strong today. I'm ready for the challenge 1,000,000%.
Tyson Fury firing right back, cool and composed as ever. 20 years of doubters, and he's still standing, still unbeaten in the eyes of the boxing gods. This coffin warning clearly hasn't rattled him one bit. If anything, it's added extra fuel.
Do any more harm because it hasn't happened in the last 2 decades, so God almighty. It can't put it on the back burner any more than it's always been, so it is what it is. Everyone comes to try and beat me up, and they very rarely do.
Eddie Hearn is not holding back praise for his man's preparation. This camp has apparently been on another level, and Hearn's confidence tells you everything about how seriously Anthony Joshua's team is taking this coffin warning to Tyson Fury.
Again, and he's going to be looking to collect the rent this Saturday night. We'll see if Frank is going to pay the rent or whether he's going to say, I'm buying out my lease.
And Eddie Hearn as well. What a story it's been between yourself and Anthony Joshua, back by each other's side once again on the big stage, no matter where you are in the world.
And even Fury's own family is weighing in already. Shocking scenes here as John Fury, Tyson's own father, is showing respect to Anthony Joshua, calling him strong, mentally right, and a true entertainer. This is exactly the kind of respect that makes the coffin warning feel even more real heading into this fight.
He's strong enough, he's got the right personality, he's got the right mental attitude, and he will put his best foot forward, and he will.
No hiding here from Anthony Joshua. He wants to hurt Tyson Fury, plain and simple. This is the mentality of a man who genuinely believes the coffin line was not just talk, but a promise he intends to keep on fight night.
And then do a job. I'm gonna want to hurt him. You know, I'm gonna want to really hurt him in the ring. If that's what I want to do.
Even Alexander Usyk, the man who beat Anthony Joshua twice, is calling him the next undisputed champion. High praise from a rival who knows exactly what Anthony Joshua brings into a ring, and it adds real weight behind that coffin warning to Tyson Fury.
Joshua's next undisputed champion.
Anthony Joshua's next undisputed champion. Tell me, what was you thinking when he went down in the first round?
First round, it's test, but AJ back. Yeah, it's boxing, you know. It's boxing, like uppercut, good as a knockdown. Yeah, AJ back and win.
But the second knockdown, and I'm close to AJ, I was even worried.
Greedy belly, I know. You now will speak, ow, ow. You have cheese like weak chin, blah, blah, blah. Greedy belly, get out.
Listen, Greedy Belly won last night against Marius Wack. Did you see that performance?
No.
Do we see AJ Greedy Belly next?
Yes, of course.
How does it go?
I will hear. I will in ring.
How will it go?
AJ win.
How does he win?
Knock him out.
There you go, AJ knockout from Alexander Usyk. Alexander, thank you so much. Guys, back to you.
Eddie Hearn goes even further here, calling Anthony Joshua's resume the best in heavyweight boxing bar none. A fighter who never ducks anyone, always gives 110%, and has a good heart outside the ring too. That coffin warning is backed by a real career.
Just look at the resume of Anthony Joshua. He has the best resume in heavyweight boxing, bar none. He's always fought the toughest fights. He's fought everybody that's been a mandatory. He's never swerved anyone. You know, he's a throwback fighter. The boxing public, boxing hardcore fans, don't really like anyone that has significant success in that outer space. But still, people will think that he's been spoon-fed or he's had easy fights. He's never had easy fights. And he's a good individual who works as hard as he can, provides for his family, and he's got a good heart. So I don't see how you can...
Amir Khan calling this a genuine mega fight, one of the biggest the UK has ever seen. A true 50-50 split, though he leans slightly toward Tyson Fury due to Anthony Joshua's activity edge. This coffin warning could genuinely go either way.
Do you have a prediction of how the AJ vs Tyson Fury fight could go?
In the UK, to have a mega fight like that would be massive. One of the biggest fights ever. Two heavyweights, two big names. And how the fight's gonna go, look, it's a hard one to say. I still need to go back and see how Fury's fight went. I mean, I know it's more like a sparring session, Fury had, but still, I want to see how he looks. But I think it will. It's a 50-50 fight. Very close, very close. I do lean a little bit more towards Fury, but like I said, as time's been going on and Fury's not in activity, I think might work against him. I'll probably say, yeah, it's still, yeah, it's a very close fight. I'll call it 50-50.
Alexander Usyk predicting a knockout in 6 rounds for Anthony Joshua, which is a huge statement considering their history. He also touches on something deeper here, the toxic side of social media, and how criticism only fuels top-level athletes rather than breaking them. Coming from a man who has shared the ring with Anthony Joshua twice, this prediction carries serious weight and only adds more pressure onto Tyson Fury ahead of a potential coffin moment in the ring.
Not understand why people say, hey, it's Joshua, it's 0, blah, 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 blah. Usyk like this, Usyk like this. For me, I said, doesn't matter, you know? Doesn't matter. Maybe for another people, it's problem. You know, we people sometimes shoot in people, but words.
I understand.
Yes, you know.
Yes.
It's big problem for world.
Because social media gives people the power
yes,
to protect
yes. But I think we athletes, people who live in good life, doesn't matter. Comments, haters. For me, haters, it's motivation.
Johnny Nelson bringing some tough love here, calling Anthony Joshua mercurial, brilliant on his day, but inconsistent when it matters most. He praises the heart, the lion mentality that got him back up after being dropped, but questions the rookie mistakes still creeping into his game at this stage of a legendary career. This is the kind of honest analysis that matters heading into a fight this big, because against Tyson Fury there won't be room for those same errors. Nelson's message is simple: forget proving points to the fans and just get the job done in the ring.
Anthony Joshua last night, listen, Penga's, you know, he's got a knockout record, and so he can hit and he can hurt, but he shouldn't have been in Anthony Joshua's league, point blank. AJ, when it comes to the fashion of the fight, how he went about it, I thought he was on his front foot. He just was. I know in the gym, this guy's fluent. He's got great movement and great hand-foot-eye coordination. But then he just, there's a word called mercurial. I just learned it, actually. And that describes Anthony Joshua. He's got so much talent, but it's a case of which version of him turns up when it comes to performance night. And performance night last night, the AJ that we know, the talented fighter we know, he wasn't there. The gut, the lion, the heart, he was there because he brought him. After 20 seconds, he got put down. Had to get back up again. He was in trouble. He was still making rookie mistakes. I'm thinking you shouldn't make those mistakes at this stage in your career. You are a former world champion. I know you're pulling your tongue out saying I'm all right, I'm hurt. Who are you proving something to? This is about you and your corner. Forget the fans and get the job done.
John Fury with a rare moment of nostalgia here, admitting this fight should have happened 6 years ago when both men were unbeaten, both held belts, and both were at their absolute peak. He calls it two mountains missing each other, a fight of the century lost to time. It's a bittersweet admission from a man who has openly backed Anthony Joshua earlier in this same press conference. Even if neither fighter has what they once had, the magnitude of this matchup between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury still cannot be understated, coffin warning and all.
You know, mountains sometimes miss each other on a very rare occasion, and these two have. You know, but it's gone now. It's gone. Both men have not got what they used to have. You know, and 6 years ago it would have been the fight of the century. Or he said that, and I was the one gun.
Shane Fury admitting the odds have completely changed over the years. What once would have been a heavily one-sided prediction in favor of Tyson Fury is now a genuine coin flip. Age has caught up with both men, and it simply comes down to who has aged the least and who still has the most left in the tank. This kind of honesty from Fury's own family shows just how seriously they are taking Anthony Joshua's coffin warning this time around.
If you'd have asked me 5 or 6 years ago, or 4 or 5 years ago, however long it would have been, it'd have been 75-25 Tyson. Now it evens up. The odds is evened up. I reckon I'd favour Tyson, but it's a close one. Both men's aged. It's just who's aged most.
Carl Froch throwing a bit of a curveball here, suggesting it was actually Anthony Joshua who seemed hesitant about this fight at times, not Tyson Fury. Still, Froch gives full credit to Fury for his solid 12-round performance that sets him up nicely for this clash. He also makes a great point about wanting to see both men face-to-face, up close and personal, because that's when a fight this big truly starts to feel real to the fans.
Fighter in Tyson Fury, fast hands, good footwork, good head movement. He can punch a little bit, he finds that uppercut, and he's a classy fighter. He's one of the best to do it. We know he's been beat, lost twice to Usyk, and he's been close a couple of times. He climbed off the floor 7 or 8 times in the later part of his career. Now he's slowing down, but he's still got it. He's still got enough to compete at world level. Like I said earlier, the talking point is him fighting Anthony Joshua. I think the only person that don't want that fight, or sounded like they didn't want the fight, was Anthony Joshua. Talking about not stealing his thunder or whatever. I think the fight's going to happen. I think the fight is happening, and we're all looking forward to it. But Tyson Fury deserves respect, deserves credit, and yeah, we've got to acknowledge that he's just had a solid 12 rounds against a game opponent, and he got some good work in there, and that will set him up for the Anthony Joshua fight. And I'd like to see these two come together a little bit and just be face to face, up close and personal. Then you know.
Eddie Hearn touching on something away from the ring here, the fallout between Tyson Fury and his own father John. It's clear this relationship has always meant a lot to Fury's journey, with John being a constant presence alongside trainers like Sugar Hill and Ben Davidson over the years. Whatever the reason behind the split, Hearn is right to say it's never a nice thing to witness, especially with a fight this massive against Anthony Joshua on the horizon. Family tension outside the ring can sometimes affect focus inside it, and that is something worth watching closely as this coffin warning build-up continues toward fight night.
Yeah, I didn't know. You know, they've always been very close, and John's always been a big part of the training team. You know, I know he's had his trainers in Sugar Hill and, you know, Ben Davison, but, you know, John's his dad, and you know, he's been a big part of the journey. And for some reason, I don't know why, it's not my business, but they've clearly fallen out. And, you know, it's never nice to see, and definitely not.
Confirmation coming through here from Spencer Brown that this fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury is definitely happening this year. He keeps the details close to his chest, but confirms Netflix as the company behind bringing this coffin warning to life on a global stage. This is massive news for boxing fans everywhere, because a fight of this magnitude landing on a platform as huge as Netflix means the whole world will be watching when these two heavyweights finally collide in the ring.
Because I know the fight will happen.
Definitely, this year.
Yeah, you know, we're just baking the cake. It's going to happen.
Turkey.
You know what Tyson said? He just told you.
But Turkey suggested that it was going to be announced tonight, so is there a deal in place?
Well, that's Turkey's business, isn't it? Not mine. But yeah, there's a lot I can't divulge, but I'm just going to say that this fight is going to happen. And the man behind it is Turkey O'Shake, and the company behind it will be Netflix.
Eddie showing full confidence in a demolition job being done in the ring, while also calling out Tyson Fury directly to show up and make this announcement official once and for all. There's a bit of needle here too, with a dig at the level of opposition Fury has been facing recently. This kind of back and forth banter between camps is exactly what builds real hype ahead of a fight this size, and it shows just how personal this coffin warning rivalry has become between both sides.
Fighting Marius Wack, who's about 64 years old. He's lost 8 times in the last 10 fights. It's going to be a spar.
We don't have to throw stones, Ed.
No, I'm just responding to his comments, Adam. Come on, leave it out. What's the matter with you? Don't go soft.
Peter Fury giving a fair and balanced breakdown here, admitting that certain fights should not have been taken, but also praising the raw ability on display when his fighter is truly switched on. He ticks all the boxes and brings excitement every time he steps in the ring. This kind of honest family insight gives fans a real look into the mentality behind the camp heading into this coffin warning showdown against Anthony Joshua, and it shows the respect level even within Fury's own circle for what this fight truly represents.
Clear. Well, whether he can take him or not, he shouldn't be taking him, and he knows that. But when he's on his A game and he boxes, he can box, he ticks all the boxes, trust me, and he's exciting as well. And he does the right thing with this level of opposition because he's walking through.
Duke McKenzie firing a genuine shot here, pushing back hard against any comparisons between Tyson Fury and true boxing legends like Muhammad Ali. He respects that Fury has his own loyal fan base, but insists the resume simply does not stack up against the greats of the sport. This is exactly the kind of debate that fuels boxing culture, and it adds another layer of pressure onto Tyson Fury heading into a fight where a loss to Anthony Joshua would only strengthen arguments like this one even further.
You know, obviously Fury's got his own fans and people that think that he is a legend and one thing and another. Well, that's all well and good, but you've got to look at his resume. It doesn't stack up. Not to the great fighters. It doesn't stack up.
A genuinely emotional moment here from John Fury, opening up about the toll those brutal trilogy battles took on his son over the years. He describes going down 4 times, absorbing cannon-like shots, and giving absolutely everything in what became one of the greatest trilogies boxing has ever seen. But the honest admission that something was taken from him that can never be replaced is a huge insight heading into this fight. If Tyson Fury truly has nothing left in the tank physically, it makes Anthony Joshua's coffin warning feel even more dangerous and real as fight night approaches.
Tyson was a formidable man. But when you fight one of the hardest punchers in boxing history 3 times,
it takes something out of you.
Of course it does, yeah.
You takes it out, it never gets replaced.
Yeah.
You can never fill that tank up like you had it before. And every shot he took, don't forget in the last fight he went down 4 times, cannons of shots. He fought his heart out, he went to the well, he gave his all to get that knockout.
One of the greatest trilogies we've ever had.
And when he got that knockout, Tyson, he had nothing left after that.
So there you have it, everything laid out on the table ahead of what could be the biggest heavyweight collision British boxing has ever seen. Anthony Joshua's coffin warning was not just a soundbite for headlines. It was a genuine promise from a man who has fought the best, been knocked down, been knocked out, and still stands ready to go to war one more time. And on the other side stands Tyson Fury, a man who by his own admission has nothing left to prove, who has walked through fire and trilogy wars that would have broken lesser men, and who still believes very few can beat him up in that ring. What happens if Tyson Fury wins? It cements his legacy as the man who simply cannot be stopped by the biggest names in the division, and it silences every doubter who questioned whether he still has it. But what happens if Anthony Joshua shocks the world and delivers on that coffin warning? It rewrites his entire legacy, erases the memory of those Usyk defeats, and turns him into the man who finally conquered the Gypsy King when it mattered most. Mentally, who wants it more? Anthony Joshua has spoken about wanting to genuinely hurt Fury in that ring, a level of intent we rarely hear from him. Tyson Fury, on the other hand, seems almost unbothered, calm, collected, business as usual. That calmness could be supreme confidence, or it could be a fighter who has already given his all in trilogies past and simply has nothing left to prove. Only Fight Night will tell us the truth. Whose side are you truly on? Do you believe Anthony Joshua can back up that coffin warning? Or does Tyson Fury still have enough left to silence him one more time? Drop your prediction in the comments below. Share this video with a fellow boxing fan who needs to see this breakdown. And make sure you're subscribed because this rivalry is only just getting started.